Ladies and gents, welcome again with another video. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about proof of concept. If you're new to this channel, my name is Elijah, and essentially in this channel, I share with you guys sales on how to get into high ticket closing, just life and just documenting my journey and any lessons I've learned throughout the way. So I don't want to waste your time, and let's get right into it. So there's this concept that I've learned, in the past called proof of concept. Essentially, proof of concept is just, you have an idea and then you do something about the idea. And then after you execute it and it works out, then now you have a proof of concept, right? The thing is, when you're starting your own journey and your entrepreneurship journey, you're trying to become a high ticket closer or appointment setter or any other business field, whatever you're going to try, or any other side hustles you're going to try, the very first few months, couple months in, there's probably not going to be any tangible results you see right away. Why is that? Because you have a complete scratch, clean slate. You still need to learn the skill. You need to acquire the skill. You need to learn the lingo of the industry, right? And a lot of people get stuck into this, and what happens is they develop a shiny object syndrome because they try something and it doesn't work out for a month. They go hard for it for a month, and I've done this in the past as well. And then after they're seeing there's no results coming in, and guess what they do the next time? Next time around, they quit. They quit and they try something different. Oh, there's this new side hustle that I want to try out. Oh, there's this new thing that I want to try out. And then they do the same cycle over and over again. Maybe they get results here and there, and then they're like, man, like these things are not working out. How come all these people who, did this, were making a lot of money? And then they find out, they're doing other side hustles or other, stuff. And they're like, oh, just because, they're scammers, blah, blah, blah. And they develop this framework now in their mind that, guess what? The things, the people that they say online, they're scams. Why? Because themselves have a messed up mindset, messed up frame of mind, or their systems that they use in their mind is outdated or it doesn't work. So essentially, the way you view things is or how you perceive things is the reflection of your inner thoughts, right? And let's say you try to get into high ticket closing or appointment setting, right? First, maybe you don't have any experience. So what you do is you look into sales, the fundamentals of psychology, right? Start reading books, you pick up books, right? And you start trying to become a high ticket closer, right? Or maybe you skip that step, right? You skip the step of trying to learn and acquire those skills, and you try to become a closer right away. Guess what? You try to reach out 100 people every single day. Maybe someone gives you a chance, but you don't learn on how to sell. Like, you have no good building blocks. You don't have a good building foundation. So what's going to happen is you're like, oh, this is not working out. This is not real, blah, blah, blah. And you blame things from the outside people because it's not working out now, right? So what you need to do is you need to have a game plan when you go into things, and you need to understand even if you have a solid game plan, you have a good proof of concept or like a past study that someone has worked it out in the past, and you're following that roadmap, it doesn't mean that's going to work out over time, right? It's not going to work out overnight. It's going to work out over time, but you need to let the compound effect happens, right? If you don't allow the consistent work and effort that you put in a daily basis get into, a snowball effect, then what's going to happen? It's not going to work out. You're not going to get any proof of concept, right? And you need to understand that when you get into things, it's going to be very difficult to remain motivated. It's going to be difficult for you to actually, focus and put your time and energy into it. Why? Because you don't have any proof of concept at the beginning. There's no tangible results that you're seeing. There's no reward that you're getting. But the thing is, you have to understand this is the game that everybody plays. Thousands of people has gone through the same journey as you. But the only difference is what they've done is they remained at the situation that they were stuck in, and they kept hammering every single day in and day out, right? Like, don't expect things to happen overnight. Like, the things that the reason why I was able to get quote unquote overnight success in high ticket closing when I became a closer is, guess what I was doing at 16? Guess what I was doing at 15, right? And I'm 21 now. Those things didn't compound till now, right? And the thing is, the only hack that you could do if you're starting something, any business model you try, or if you're trying to get into a high ticket closing, is don't ever quit. Do not quit. Don't allow your lower self or your low value self allow you to quit and actually quit on your dreams, right? This is just the first step, right? This is the first step. That's why it's so important to know who your higher self is because when things get really tough, you need to understand who am I, where do I operate, right? How do I perceive myself? Because now you're gonna see the true value and the true self of someone, like if they're cut out for it, right? If they're ready or they're worthy of actually becoming successful. And for you to, you try anything, the main goal is to get proof of concept. And for you to get proof of concept, there's two things that you need to consider. First, you need to have volume and experience. And second, time. You need to let the time compound. And every single day, you need to put out volume so you can acquire experience, right? So volume equals experience. And for that, you need to make sure that you do it in a long time horizon enough so I can actually get equals proof of concept, right? So it's a very simple equation that you need to follow in any business model you try, right? Anything that you try. Maybe you're trying to become a boxer, you're trying to become a basketball player, you're trying to read books. You need to understand that that equation applies to everything, right? This is time, experience, and then equals proof of concept, right? And then also you gotta X that by the volume. So you need to put out volume. So with enough time horizon, and you doing the volume equals experience, that's gonna equal the outcome, which is proof of concept. So now you get a proof of concept. Now it's gonna be much more easier to replicate it. Now you have a formula that you've used on that system that you were trying out, every single thing that you're trying out. Now pick up the formula, dissect it and see if it's replicable. Now, if it's replicable, just keep doing it more. And now you'll have more proof of concept. And in return, you're going to start printing so much money now, right? And then now you just replicate yourself, et cetera, et cetera. And then now you scale it up. So essentially, that's the framework that I've been following this past few years. And that's the framework that I feel like if you're starting from anything, trying to become a high ticket closer or anything, send out 100 DMs a day, right? While you're doing that, focus on acquiring the experience of sales, right? Like let's say acquiring the know-hows for it, right? Watch YouTube videos like this, right? Watch people who's done it before. Maybe you need to be in the vicinity of someone who's done it before, right? Maybe you should work with them, right? So for example, the reason why I even made my entire sales company or my sales training platform is because I know how valuable it is for me when I was starting off from the scratch on having someone on my side to ask questions, customized questions on certain problems, certain roadblocks, or certain bottlenecks I was facing, because I could go up to them and say, hey, I'm facing this problem. This is what I've been trying. Should I keep trying this? Or should I go to a different route? Should I look for a different alternative to solve this problem I have? And then someone who has a more experience than you, what they're gonna do now is, hey, appreciate that. Let me see what you're working on with right now. Okay, this is good. Try this one in a different way, and then use this way and see this perspective in a different way. Then keep hammering on this, and then report back to me a couple of weeks now, and let's see if it's working out now or if we need to make some changes, right? Essentially, that's why people hire mentors, and essentially why as a high ticket closers and setters is so valuable, because there's so many mentors out there who does that. That it's so valuable now, and it's a year over year the info product space is growing, and that's why high ticket closing, appointment setting has been one of the most crucial roles that is in demand right now for those type of companies or those type of programs, is because we're the main one who close the deals. We're the one who gets make sure that we qualify them. We're the one who actually make sure that the entire company, the entire program is healthy, and then the mentor can focus on the fulfillment. So essentially that's it. If you want to learn more about that, go check out the description below, and I'll see you on the other side. But again, hope you guys found something valuable in this video. And if you have any questions or anything regarding about any concerns, comment down in the section below, and you know where to find me. As always, I'll leave you guys with this: be a creator, not a consumer. Create something today that will inspire you and others. Peace out.